Dallas's first pitch is a ball, and we're underway here in Winston-Salem. Dallas is 1-2. The third, and it's caught on the line by Cade Lewis, the third baseman, for the game's second out.
Well, when he used that fake bunt a couple of times last night too, and teams all across the league said, please do.
He turns on this one and ropes one to left field for the game's first hit. Thought about two, but it was recovered nicely by Costello, and Tackett will be held to a two-out single.
No, they've got to look for one of multiple pitches after that.
It's going to be back-to-back base hits as Cook hits this one towards left field. Costello throw it back towards the diamond, and it'll be a stand-up double for Cook. Tackett ahead of him at third, and just like that, the Hokies have a pair of base runners in scoring position, two out. The delivery. This one's roped into center. That's a base hit. One run will score. Rounding third is Cook. Is picked up at center by Williams. The throw will be cut off by Houston. 3 straight two-out hits for the Hokies. And once again, they jump on top of the Deeks early. It's 2-0 in the opening inning. And there's a 4th straight base hit for the Hokies as it's shot into the gap. Sliding stop by Williams, try to get to the track. They're going to send Luderman home. Here's the relay throw. It's late as Luderman slides home all the way from first base. Over the ball hit into the gap by Garrett Michelle. The Hokies up 3-0. 1-2. And he struck him out to end the inning. Yeah, it's hard to keep your hand still for 20 seconds at a time as Houston is unable to hold up on some high heat upstairs. Take a 3-run lead. Payoff on the way, and that's ball 4. So Lewis draws a 2-out walk, and the inning continues for Jack Winet. 3-0. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk. No back-to-back walks issued by Marciano. And the inning continues for Luke Costello. And Costello at the plate. Rounds this one to third. Stopped behind the bag by Luderman, and he'll run to third himself for the final out upon what happened after those first 2 outs of the opening inning. This one's blooped towards left field. Drops in for a hit. Another 2-out hit for the Hokies. A wide turnaround first, but Costello was able to recover it quickly. Still waiting for a first pitch to Watson. Here it comes as he hits this one towards center. Williams backing up at the track, at the wall, reaches up and gone off the batter's eye for Ben Watson. His second home run of the year as the Hokies have had 5 2-out runs in the ball game and lead it 5-0 here on the top of the second inning.
Well, there is no opportunity to take pitches off in games that are played in this ballpark, especially when the wind is blowing the way that it is. And the attention span was still over at first base a little bit. He left it up and over the middle of the plate.
And here's who started the 2-out rally in the first inning, Sam Tackett, with the first of 4 straight base hits. As he bloops this one towards third, and there's a jumping grab by Lewis to steal another base hit.
More traditionally.
And picks up a second strikeout on the rising heater against Dalton Wentz. And he swings through a 90-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 3. The 1-2. And he strikes out the side. Marciano. Just 4th double of the season. And that one gets through Lewis and into left field. Will roll towards the corner if it's picked up by Costello as Cook heads towards second with his second double of the afternoon. 6 pitchers in yesterday's ball game. Payoff pitch is inside, gets away from the catcher, and a good job by Conti to come up with it to make sure Cook didn't move towards third, but it is a walk. And a 4-pitch walk of Garrett Michelle. 1-2, and he struck him out with a pitch in the dirt. So Smolke off to a good start with a strikeout of the pinch hitter Jackson Cherry. That would leave a mark. And he draws the walk. As a terrific plate appearance for Trayson Hughes on the RBI walk to bring home Henry Cook in this third inning. 1-2 to Grady, and this one he reaches for Lewis. Over to second for 1, that's all they'll get. Brings in the run as Luderman scores. 7-0 Virginia Tech. Another 3-2, and this one's hit towards third. Lewis across the diamond, high throw, and it's going to be a throwing error that scores an 8th run as it's picked up by Winet. Here's another runner going towards home plate. He's going to be a dead duck. Not sure what Clay Grady was thinking there and trying to go from first to third on that play. And the side is finally retired, but the Hokies score 3 more runs. Here comes the payoff from the lefty. Ball 4. Wake Forest draws the leadoff walk. Drives this one to right field. Tackett on the run. He'll watch it fly towards short fair drive for a 2-run homer. Matt Scannell puts the Deeks on the board with his 5th home run of the season, and it's 8-2 Virginia Tech.
Well, you try to manipulate things to where you can isolate pitches and where it's going to be, and that's what Scannell did. Got what he liked, drove it out of here, and no doubter. Halfway through the swing, Scannell knew he was on it.
That's Scannell with a 2-run homer to right. Now full count to Merrick Houston, the payoff, and he lines this one to left field, base hit. Third straight aboard to start off the inning for Wake Forest against Marciano, and Cade Lewis will come up to the dish. That's why he's a top prospect. Runner goes, pitches low for a ball, and Houston has stolen base number 15. He's been an impressive hitter for the Deeks this season, batting at .462. Launches this one to right center field. Hughes on the run. He'll watch it fly over the NCAA champion side in right center field as the Deeks have hit a pair of 2-run homers off of Marciano here in the 3rd inning, and they've sliced the deficit in half. It's 8-4 Virginia Tech.
A breaking ball that stayed up, and Lewis was thinking off speed the entire time. John Sheff practically sprints out of the Virginia Tech dugout to make the sign to the bullpen. Wake Forest will see a new pitcher. That ball was crushed.
No doubter from Cade Lewis for his 9th home run of the season. Drew a walk in his first plate appearance. And grounds this one right to the shift. It's the shortstop, and the throw is late. Not in time as Grady kind of waited for it. He didn't charge at the ball. All right, said would have continued the rally. There's a deep drive to right field for Williams. Forget about it, off the video board. And the Deeks have their second, or I should say their 3rd, 2-run homer of the 3rd inning. Javar Williams rounds the bases for his 2nd home run of the season, and it's 8-6 Virginia Tech.
And now getting hit by that base hit hurts even a little bit more for Wake Forest, but Javar Williams hits one almost the identical spot as his first collegiate home run off the scoreboard, well into the scoreboard for a pair of runs for Wake Forest. Solid weight back, good extension, and he knows it. He knows exactly where it's going.
Deeks 3rd of the inning. Just like that's a 2-run ball game, and they'll get the tying run to the plate here in the 3rd as Ryan Prozado singles one into center field. There's the Let's Go Deeks chant of the afternoon inside the couch. Line in the right field. That's going to be a base hit as it gets out of the reach of Davis. Heading towards 3rd is Prozado. The throw not in time, and it rolls towards the dugout, but Prozado will wisely stay put at 3rd. Cotty takes 2nd on the errant throw by the right fielder Tackett. And he will. 4 pitches out of the zone against Scannell. He'll take his base. The Deeks have loaded the bases for Merrick Houston. Settlinger looking to retain the lead for the Hokies. Here's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Settlinger comes through with a big strikeout of Merrick Houston. Their payoff from Smolke. It towards left. Costello on the run. Bounces it off the wall. Throw goes back towards second base and sliding in safely is Watson. He's got a 2nd extra base hit in as many at-bats. Leadoff double for Watson. There's 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. There's a swing and a miss of Wade as he's frustrated as he retires to the dugout as Settlinger's 2nd strikeout. Drives this one to right center field. Tackett on the run. Over the fence for a home run. Luke Costello with his first career home run as a Demon Deacon. A solo shot brings him ever closer. They've scored 7 unanswered. It's now 8-7 Virginia Tech.
Well, Costello around 3rd base, exhorting his teammates on the big celebration. That's the one that the opposing teams hate the most is the ball that barely makes it over the fence. A little bit inside out. Drills it to right center field, watches it the whole way, and knows he got it. Eric Broadley.
Wentz goes down on strikes. Third strikeout for Settler. He's a senior from Warner Robins, Georgia. Lines this one to center field. It drops in for a hit. And for the third time in the ballgame, first two retired for the Hokies, followed by a base hit. And ball four as Grady draws the two-out walk. As Schmolke deals the pitch. Ball four. That's back-to-back walks issued by Schmolke. Virginia Tech with all 5 of those two-out RBI in the first 2 innings. That gets through the catcher. And coming in to score is Hughes. Virginia Tech's 9th run. The wild pitch advances the runners and scores the run. There's a strikeout to end the top half of the 5th inning. There's Tackett called out on strikes at 95, and he has disagreement with home plate umpire Jose Esteras.
A lot of times a guy misses by a full plate.
And didn't come close there as Cook draws a 4-pitch walk. Playing catch.
Throw it back.
There's a strikeout. Drives this one to center. Williams backing up. Looks up. Over the batter's eye for a home run. Garrett Michelle with the 2nd home run of the season, a no-doubter over the batter's eye in center field. And the Hokie lead back to 4. It's 11-7.
Well, the wind helped it some, but over the batter's eye is big boy country in this ballpark. You don't see very many of them get over that black barrier. That ball was smoked.
Neither walks have led to runs. There's another strikeout by LeFew as he struck out 4 in an inning and a third. And Houston goes down swinging to drop 3rd strike, and the catcher Cook applies the tag as Manning picks up his 4th strikeout.
It's going to be a staff day. We're going to use 8 pitchers for an inning.
Lewis drives this one to center. Davis on the run. He's going to watch this one fly for a home run. 2nd home run of the evening for Cade Lewis. As he cuts a little bit closer into the deficit for Wake Forest, it's 11-8 Hokies.
Well, he has been locked in for a half season, and it has been impressive to watch. His family in town this weekend got to see him do it.
Here's the payoff to an A, and he strikes him out. 5 strikeouts for Grant Manning, and he gives up a solo homer to Cade Lewis. Costello grounds this one up the middle, stopped behind second base by Gibbs. Throw first is in time. 1-2. And Wentz flares this one out to shallow left center field, and there is Grady to pull it down. Another 1-2 for Manning. As Williams pops it up, left center field. Watson has it lined up, makes the grab, and the ball game is over. Virginia Tech will take this series inside the couch. An 11-8 victory over Wake Forest, take their first series against the Deacs since 2021.